Hi everyone. My name is Lorelai. I live in New York City. I kind of just want to bring you guys on and just talk about the creative process. Like, where do the concepts come from? How do these ideas manifest? What does a mood board look like, or how does production work in this? What about hair, makeup, talent, all of that? So I really just want to bring you guys on so you can see what I'm doing. One thing I would like to just briefly touch on is that I used to be so cringed out by people that did YouTube channels or put all their lives on social media. I was so judgmental of those people and just so fucking rude. Like a thing in the back of my head where I would play into the influencer type a little bit here or there. And it just it was never, I never knew how to engage with it in a way that was authentic to myself. I just never knew how to go about it. And I think the pandemic really helped me to just grow the fuck up. We are so not in that space to be judging people for just doing things that make them happy. People are dying, let's just fucking live life for a second. Let's just fucking enjoy shit. And so I downloaded TikTok over the pandemic and started posting a few videos just here or there. And it was kind of like a collection of videos with sound over it, totally synced by TikTok, auto synced. There just wasn't a lot of editing. And the first couple of videos that I posted absolutely did not show my face. It could literally been anyone posting those videos. And just recently started including myself in them, and even on social media, on Instagram, including myself, it just feels very foreign. I'm a photographer, and it feels natural to me to share other people's faces, not my own. And there was just this huge bump. I just graduated college when COVID hit. I was having a hard time finding work, and I feel over the pandemic, on social media identity, or really coming into yourself on social media, kind of just blew up everywhere. You see TikTok with Charlie D'Amelio and all the other creators that their platforms have reached this new height of what an influencer, what a creator, what these identities mean. And following that, you really get to see the opportunities that they're getting, which are incredible. One thing that I'm learning though is with clients and finding people to shoot with, whether it's talent or hair, makeup, production assistants, and or brands. If you don't have a presence on social media, it's very hard to do that. It's very hard to do outreach when marketing is all about social media. And it is the fastest form. I think Audrey Peters, I think, is her TikTok name, or it is her real name, but it's also on TikTok. She mentioned, she was you can judge all these influencers for being front row at Fashion Week, but it is the fastest marketing ploy. It's that's why it makes, no one's reading magazines, no one's reading tabloids and waiting any week. Trends are happening super fast, and I think it's the same way across all industries. This is where the market's at, and you can deny it and force it and say oh, I'm just gonna go about it differently. But I think the reality is you're only hurting yourself. And I think like for the past couple of years, because I was so filled with like so much judgment towards other people being able to just put themselves out there like that, because I was so insecure with myself, it wasn't clear that like this is where the market is and you have to adapt to it. You have to like show that you can be a part of the change and update your art, yourself, your whatever, your identity accordingly if you want to stay in the industry. And I then like the thought of like, okay, it's very clear that I need to make have some sort of social media presence in order to do the things that I want to fucking do, in order to literally photograph people in ways that I want to. Like, I can do personal projects all day long, and I do, but they don't pay anything, and in fact, it costs to do it. So, in order to do what I need to do as a career, I needed to get over the embarrassment, the cringiness, get over the insecurity of it, of the judgment, and just let myself kind of like fall into this. As a photographer, it is that how we have done it is not necessarily for me. And so for the past like year or so, I've been thinking of like, well, really, I guess like maybe 6 months, I've been thinking, how do I enter this community, staying very, very close with what I want, and how do I do it? And I think instead of like giving you editing tutorials, because I don't think that's my strong suit. So like, why would I do that? Instead of like, I don't even know, posting content just to post content and content and content. Like, I don't think that's me either. And so it's not even about that. I think it's more like, we can talk about the tech all day long. What cameras do you have? What editing softwares do you do? All of that. But I still don't think that's what photography is about. I would so much rather open up a platform of join this community in a way that's really thoughtful of the ramifications of taking or making a photograph. What does that look like? I love coming up with concepts and seeing the projects through. So what does that look like? If it's a controversial topic, how do you navigate the project in a way that's thoughtful to the public, by still sparking questions? How do you source issues when you're tight on budget? How do you source hair, makeup, talent, anything when you're tight on budget, when you don't have any resources and you're just starting? I think that is what I want to do, because I see myself as being very successful in my own life, and I'm very proud of where I am, but nobody knows. Like, no one knows, because I have lived such a private life. And it's not a bad thing, but I want people to know my ideas. I want people to see my photography. I want to bring people in and collaborate. And like, if someone else has an idea and they just don't know how to execute it, like, I want to do that. I think just from the ground up, because I'm still building the ground up, this is how I do it. And this is what I would really like my channel, my socials, my like community to be about. is just being artist, being creative. Yeah. Using materials. You know, we had a meeting for this punk shoot on one Thursday eve, and my art director and producer, they left. They're just my friends that I call fancy names. They left to go home, and as they were walking to the train, they found something and they immediately rushed back to my apartment, and they're knocking on the door. They're like, "Lo, let us in. Come on, like, it's us." And they walk in with sink parts. You can't see it. It's like right over there. They walk in holding a broken sink, and it was amazing, and it's totally gonna tie into this punk shoot. And it's just like, not, you know, I feel like the best type of work, the best type of creativity is the ones where it's kind of like dirty and it's kind of ugly and it doesn't really make sense, but it's sparking opinion and you feel really good about it. That's the most important part. You have to feel good about the work that you're doing. So yeah. I just can't wait. I'm like really, really excited about this. My plan is to just do like a vlog a month talking about the prep for each shoot. Like maybe I'll do like once a week and then do like a monthly overcap. I'm really excited, and I hope that you guys are really excited. And I hope that we can just build this community. So I'm Lorelai, and let's fucking do this. Let's do this.